Hi, it's Deanna, and today I wanted to share with you something I just purchased on Amazon, which has been an amazing find for me. Well, Dremels have been around for a long time, so I always wanted one of these tools, and I never purchased one for myself. I just, like, every time I tried to buy it, I changed my mind, and I put this particular one in my shopping cart and had it sitting there for a very long time on Amazon. And I got a notification that the price went from $30 to $14.95, and I said, hey, for $14.95, you know, what's the worst that could happen? I could use it for anything around the house. Well, there's a lot of things you can do with a Dremel. As a matter of fact, I once read that a dog owner, now I don't know how humane this is, but the vet wanted $500 to clean the tartar off the dog's teeth, and she got a Dremel and did not harm the dog in any way. And she took like the chamois part that you can attach to it. It's like a buffing cloth. And she actually got the tartar off her dog's teeth with it and saved herself $500. So there's a lot of things you can do with a Dremel. You can cut through metal, you can polish things, you can engrave in glass, you can cut through glass, you can do so many different things. You can clean your house. I apologize for the wind chimes in the background. I'm outside filming this video. So I bought this because I wanted to work on a project for the longest time, and I've had an antique cut glass box, as you can see here. And the metal mounts, like in the center of it, was black and tarnished, like beyond recognition. Like it was so black that you couldn't even tell that it was once silver plated. Now I purchased a whole bunch of different kinds of silver polish, and none of them actually got the tarnish out. So I pretty much gave up on the box and kept it in my cabinet, locked away, until I decided to try something and experiment with the Dremel. And so I purchased the Dremel on Amazon, and it comes with, the particular one that I got, comes with 101 different little attachments, comes with sandpaper, cutting discs, buffers, you name it, it's probably in that kit. And I also purchased some other wool tip little attachments that you can, that are very soft, that you can work with to polish glass and metal. And so I also purchased the same type, but with sand grit in it also. And it's not as gritty as, say, these little sandpaping paper tubes that you see here in the picture. And so it has a little bit more of oomph in it than, say, a plain buffing cloth made out of wool. And, you know, attachment made out of wool. But it has a little bit of grit in it. So I got those two different kinds just so I can, like, use a little elbow grease to try to get the horrible tarnishing out of it. And so here's the one with the grit in it, the green ones. And then the little white ones here are the wool ones. So let me show you what I started to do and the before and after of the glass box. Stay tuned. So here are some photos I had taken of the glass box before I started working on it to get the tarnish off. As you can see, look how blackened the metal is. So I'll show you some more photos. You see that? It was awful. God awful. And so as I progressed and worked on it, by the way, excuse the wind in the background, you can see the left is the side I worked on with the Dremel, and the right was before I Dremeled it. So as you can see, this tool was well worth the $14.95. So look at that. Do you see how mirror clean it is on the left, as opposed to the right, the side that I haven't Dremeled yet? So that is just fascinating. Look at that. So on the right in the picture is the side I Dremeled, and on the left is the actual side that I did not Dremel. And you can see all the tarnish stuck on the napkin below. So let me show you me in action with the Dremel. So stay tuned 1 second. So here's a video of me using one of the Dremel heads, which was the wool chamois, that I had dipped in some kind of silver polish. And I also had another kind of metal polish that they sell specifically for the Dremel, and I switched up and kept changing that particular lubrication out. So I had dipped that tip in, and as you can see, I'm rubbing around it, and look at all the tarnish coming off the box. And as you can see there also, look at the tip of the Dremel head. Look how filthy it is. So yeah, that thing, now it took me over an hour to get all this black stuff off. But as I slowly worked and kept wiping it off with a silver polish rag, it kept getting better and better and better as time went on. So now I'm going to show you the finished result. So stay tuned one more moment while I get that video for you. So here it is. This is the finished product. Look how shiny that metal is just after dremeling it. Now, you got to be careful when using the Dremel. Now, the little green heads that I had used with the sand grit in it can gouge the metal. So you have to like give it a light touch and put a lot of that, it's I forgot what you call it, but it's for the Dremel. It's for metal polishing. It's like this little paste that you can buy in a little tube or a little plastic container. But look at how beautiful this is. Look at that. Now we got a mirror finish just from that $14.95 Dremel. And it took over 100 years of blackened soot and tarnish and like all the patination of that metal off. And now it's gleaming, as you can see in the video I had taken just after I had finished spending over 1 hour dremeling all the metal. So beautiful, right? Look at that. So I hope I have helped you guys if you're trying to get some garbage off of your old silver plate material. And once again, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the thumbs up and subscribe.